it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards, and today we're making this card. I had an online retreat with my upline and three other demonstrators, and I got this from Sharon Armstrong. It's got a belly band, and it opens like this. So we're going to make this card today. I'll put it up here. I've got all the pieces, and if you click the down arrow and go to my blog, there is a instruction sheet that I created that you can print. So as we work on this, I'll kind of tell you what I did. So this piece is basic white, 4 by 2 3/4. I already stamped on it, and I'm using Mossy Meadow cardstock and ink. So let's go ahead and glue this little strip on here. It is 4 by 1/2 inch, and I'm just going to glue this here. I always generally stamp my sentiments before I glue anything down, because just in case I mess up, I can always turn the cardstock over. So we have two sides. So let's go ahead and put this flush to the right edge, like so, top and bottom if possible. Okay, so there's that. Now, let me close this for a second. This piece of cardstock is Mossy Meadow. It's 11 by 4 1/2, and I scored this way, so it's scored at 3, 5 1/2, 8, and 9 1/2, and I'm going to turn it over like this, and we're going to accordion fold it like that. Okay, this piece is I'm going to glue right here. So let's go ahead and do that so we know where the bottom of the card is. Okay, I got this designer series paper from the mini catalog. No, this was free during Sale-a-bration. This paper, it's called Dainty Flowers, and all this information, like I said, is on my instruction sheet that you can print off my blog. Okay, now here's the designer series paper. Make sure I have it right side up. What I did was I cut a piece out like this, okay, because I wanted it to flow. Okay, so it's 4 inches this way and 7 inches that way. Okay, then you need to cut off a piece that's 1 1/4 inches, 1 1/4 inches, and 2 1/4 and 2 1/4 are the sizes. Okay, and I'm going to glue them this way. You don't have to do it this way. You could flip it over and have the other side. I just like the way this looked, so I'm going to glue one of these on each panel. I just wanted to keep them in order because I wanted it to flow across my card. I didn't want it to be like this piece here and then this piece didn't match up. I wanted it to match up when you look at it. So that's how I did it, but you can use the other side or another piece of designer series paper. It's whatever appeals to you. I just liked this. And there's several different patterns in this free paper. So you don't have to use this one. And you don't have to use Mossy Meadow. That's just the color I chose. You can choose whatever color you want. Sharon actually did this as a mystery stamping thing. So nobody knew what color she was using, so you can use whatever colors you want. Like I could do this if I wanted to, but I like it this way. I might make another one and do it different. I have lots of designer series paper to use. This one just happened to be the free paper that you can get with a $50 purchase during Sale-a-bration. And if you click on the little down arrow, you'll see either you can go to my blog and do shop now, or you can click on the link that goes directly to my online store. But my directions have the numbers for these products that I used. So there's that part, okay? Set that aside. Now we're going to take this piece, and this is another piece of the designer series paper. It's got this on the back. I wanted this side. So I'm going to glue this piece, which is 4 by 5 1/4, onto the Mossy Meadow. And the Mossy Meadow is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we're going to glue that right there. Oops. Try not to get the glue to go over the edge. You can get that off when it dries. Okay, once you've done that, then you're going to take this piece and glue this side to the center. It's like so. This is just a fun fold that, like I said, I got it from Sharon Armstrong. So we're going to glue this right to the center, just like so. Okay. I don't know if she has a YouTube video showing this particular card. Like I said, it was part of our retreat that they did for us. So it looks like this now. Okay. Move that over. We're going to take this piece right here. It is 3 inches by 1 1/2. This piece of basic white is 1 3/8 by 2 7/8. You just need a piece that you need to make sure when you pick your sentiment that it fits on there. And then I stamped. I'll show you what I did. I used this stamp set for the sentiments. Happy birthday. And then I colored it in with the Old Olive, what's it called? Watercolor pencil. I used watercolor pencils. This is Flirty Flamingo, and then that's Old Olive, and then the center of these flowers is crushed curry. Anyway, it's this sentiment, and then the inside sentiment is this one from Celebrating You, and then this stamp that I used here is this one. I stamped it in Old Olive. So let's go ahead and glue that on. So that's ready to go. Put that right on there. You can use Stampin' Blends if you want, but I would suggest that you use Memento Black ink instead of the Old Olive, because I just stamped this, used the stamp in, not Old Olive, Mossy Meadow. So that's how I did that. And then I took a strip of Mossy Meadow that is, this one is 10 by 1 inch. Okay. And then I took a piece of the designer series paper, that's this paper, turned it over, because I'm going to just glue that here. This piece is 9 3/4 by 7/8. So let's glue that down. You don't have to add this piece. I just, like I said, I like the way it looked. So I went ahead and glued it on there. Like so. Okay? Just like this. So that is going on there like so. Get it as even as you can. Okay? Now, I'm going to take this, let it dry a little bit, close this, and I'm going to do this. Now, I kind of want the fold needs the connection needs to be in the front. You're just going to kind of fold this over like so. Doesn't have to be centered in the front because you're going to cover that up anyway. Just fold it over like so. Okay, and then you can either use glue or you can use tear and tape, whatever you want. I'm going to just use this glue. I have it out already. I'm going to glue this down just like that. What you want to do is make sure that it's not too tight because you've got to be able to get it off of there. So make it, you know, don't use your bone folder on that. So you want to make sure that this slips on and off easily, like so. Okay, so put it back on. Like so. And you're going to take this piece and we're just going to glue that right centered here and here. Okay, now I'm going to put glue just in the center of the back of this because you don't want to glue this down to your card. Just don't want the glue to go over. So you're going to glue that right to the center like so. So this length is the same as your folded card. So let's get that centered on there as best you can. Make it straight. Okay, now time to decorate. I use the butterflies. They're called not butterflies, dragonfly trinkets on this card. Got one of those. These are in the mini catalog. This stamp set right here is in the mini catalog, and there's dies that go with it. So we're going to take some glue dots because these are not self-sticky. I'm going to take one of these glue dots and try and fold it over because it's too big for the back of that dragonfly. Get it off of there. And I like to try and put one on each side of the wings because I want to make sure it doesn't come off of my card. So put one there. Yeah, it'd be nice if these were self-sticky, but they are not. But this works. I don't like to touch it, but I don't want it to lose its stickiness. So we'll put that one on that side. And then I'm going to put that like this right here. Oops. Now, the reason I'm putting it on the belly band and not the card is I don't want it to catch on the card. And then I'm going to take some rhinestone basic jewels and put some of those on there. So put one there. And right here. And one right, oops, right there. Okay, put this one back together. This one is an anniversary, or not an anniversary. It's a wedding card for somebody in our church got married, and so I wanted to make them a card, so I thought this one was pretty. Let's put that belly band back on there. And then, if you want to decorate your envelope, I did it 2 different ways. I stamped the flower, that image that I used here, and you can stamp it in the Mossy Meadow. And then I colored it with these pencils, the watercolor pencils, Flirty Flamingo, Old Olive, and Crushed Curry. Or you can take a piece of this designer series paper and glue it to the flap. And it'll take a piece that's about 5 3/4 by about 2 1/4, and then you can just trim around it. So those are the 2 options for the envelopes. And I hope you like this card. Like I said, go to my blog and you'll see these instructions. They're colored. I don't have a color printer, so it's got the supplies, the cutting instructions, and then the directions, and then pictures of the card. So I hope you have a blessed day. You have fun stamping. Be sure to subscribe and like my video. And if you want to become my customer, just go in there and place an order. Like I said, $50 will get you the designer series paper for free. So if there's in my blog, there's a picture that you can click on that's a picture of the annual catalog, the mini catalog, and the Sale-a-bration catalog. And if you click on those, they'll open up into a PDF format that you can look at. And I do have some catalogs if you don't have a demonstrator and you're interested in getting a catalog. You can let me know and just place an order with me, and I'll send you a catalog for free. So I hope you have a blessed day and that you have fun stamping.